All right, y'all see how the devil work, man. See how the devil work. I was cooking, bruh. I was cooking sauce. We back though. We back. 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 We are groovy, baby. Don't you worry about a thing, baby. Don't you worry about a thing, baby. Uh, all right, man. We back. We back in this thing. Back in this thing. Back in this thing. I don't know what that was, man. Like I say, the devil busy, man. I was cooking. I don't know. 50 might have been watching the live, man. 50 might have been watching the live. I probably gotta watch what I'm saying, man. 50 might have been watching the live. And man, he might have knocked me off, man. I don't know. I don't know. I was whipping that thing up, and then next thing I know, we're witnessing. Nah, ain't nothing wrong with connection. My connection is fantastic. Good God. But anyway, back to the story. So that's what I'm talking about. Tip, as the spokesperson, as being the king of the South, elected as himself, being the spokesperson and the mouthpiece of the South, T.I. has now, he's now trying to prove that point. As far as in what I was saying earlier, as far as in the South being uh the reigning region that has consecutively been running music. Let's prove that. Let's have this battle. You know what I mean? And so, the only upsetting thing about this thing is that I really wish 50 would engage and really do that. Cause it's like, listen, bro, you have a catalog to do so. It ain't like you got a foolishness catalog. And your catalog is great, but it ain't great enough to feel like T.I. is less of a competitor. Cause be real, bro, you don't have club records. Like you have great sounding songs, but dog, these records go off in the club. 24s go off. You feel me? Rubber Band Man goes off. And Funk Flex, what is you talking about? Yeah, all right, Bring 'em Out might have brung T.I. out to the masses, but dog, he's the king of the South for a reason. And see, that's what you guys don't understand. Y'all think, oh, once we play the record up here in New York, it's you the guy now. No, 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 no. He's been the king of the South. 24s was the record. What are you talking about? That was the one that got him to be the man. Then you answer back with Rubber Band Man. Like, come on, man. He's been the guy consecutively leading up to Bring Him Out. He's been having moments. So don't do that. Don't do that. That's what I'm talking about. Like, let's not come in here with the disrespect. Like these guys wasn't putting in the work already before they had their moments. You dig what I'm saying? Because a lot of these people are like, oh, 50 is going to play his mixtape records. And that's my point. See, yes, you're right. Tip might not be able to be as rugged or as great of a rapper. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, bro. Ain't you listening? You commenting who I'm talking to, and you're on here listening. I'm talking to you, whoever's listening. Anyway, like I was saying, bro, Tip. I mean, like I said, people are going to say what they're going to say as far as in, oh yes, Tip might not be able to be great as 50 as on a rap expect on a rap tip, right? Cool, you're right. That's what I'm saying. There are things that up north artists can do that down south artists may not be able to tap into. That's one of the things that makes Wayne Martian. That's why he called himself. Whoa, where did that come from? That's why he called himself an alien, because not only am I able to make hit records, but I can rap so much so that nobody can say they can out rap me. You know what I'm saying? Like Wayne was one of the one artists that came in here and was caring about not only making hit records, but being a great rapper too. From the South, he made it. He made that thing the thing, right? Then you started coming. Then the Rosses coming in and all of this, right? And we highlight Scarface for being a down south artist who really respected the craft of being a lyricist versus just rapping really good and being able to create a great record. You see what I'm saying? So we credit Scarface for being kind of like the forerunner of probably stirring up the realm for artists like Wayne to come in and take it to another level. You know what I'm saying? I do believe though that Wayne came in for the South and changed it all the way around. Andre 3000 too. Let me go back and push that back. Andre 3000 was another one around that time with Scarface that was pushing the envelope for not only music making capability, but for really rapping good. You know what I'm saying? And so the scope of just these guys from down south making cool records or records that sound good was shifting through these other artists that are like, yeah, we can make cool records, but the South has something to say. We can rap too. And so yeah, shout out to Wayne, shout out to Andre, shout out to Scarface, shout out to amongst others, Rick Ross, uh, Ludacris, all these other guys that was able to get in the studio and change the scope from just, oh, they only know how to make music. No, we can rap too. We can compete on the rapper scale too. Nas doesn't reach out to Ludacris for the Braveheart remix, which is a New York classic. He doesn't reach out to Ludacris, who's the one guy that's not put on the top of the list or the top 20 of best rappers. He's like number 50. He's like number 70. I had a guy tell me one time he's in his top 30 of the worst rappers. I say, wow. But this is the guy that Nas, who's arguably top 10, this is the guy he reaches out to for the Braveheart remix. I don't reach out to you for this if you're not respected as an MC. That's what I'm saying. Like, we, as the public, as the masses, it is time that we put better respect on what the South is as far as in what we did in the music, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't got to dig up nothing. We don't got to go through the archives. We don't got to start throwing out records. We know if you was there, you was there. You know what happened. You feel me? Shout out to T.I., man, for doing this. Like I said, 50, you got the records, bro. You got the records. Let's do the battle. Let's do the verses. You playing this, either you're playing I don't want to do the records because I don't got time to do the records type deal, or you're playing the I don't want to do the records because my records are the bigger records. Yes, okay. Get Rich or Die Trying was a diamond album, bro. Was a diamond album. But dog, you still got to see Urban Legend. You still got to see King. You still got to see trap music. Feel me? We're not just going off of Get Rich, Die Trying, bro. You dig what I'm saying? Like, that's your only, like, let's be real. We love 50, but Get Rich or Die Trying is the only thing album-wise, like from top to bottom, album-wise. Curtis, you had moments on Curtis. Massacre, you had moments on Massacre. But, like, album-wise, top, up, and down, sales, I mean, per classic album, it's only Get Rich or Die Trying. T.I. is coming in this arena with King. He's coming in this arena with Urban Legend for a fact. He's coming in this arena with trap music. He's coming in this arena with T.I. versus Tip. That's 4 albums, top to bottom. I'm coming in here with this. And all y'all can tell me is, oh, 50 gonna wash him with mixtapes. Yeah, okay, cool. But he's gonna have to make these, he's gonna have to play the hit records too. You know, and 50 got some rockers. That Lil Mama, show you how you do it. Yeah, yeah, then running, how you moving. Go ahead, just shake that. Hey, that. Ooh, Tip gonna have a long night when that come on now. He gonna have a long night when that come on. Many men, come on. It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night now. 50 got them records that's gonna one hit a quitter your behind. But what I'm saying is it's not going to be an all the way blowout. Because we've seen many a times how it went from the crowd going this way, and then when the verses come, it went that way fast. Prime example, Dipset versus the Lox. I think it's safe to say Dipset, in the public eye, was nominated to win that versus. Public perception, I think everybody going in that was like, yeah, we're going Dipset. Jada came in, was like, no, we're not. We're changing that. These boys got to come up here and they got to rap. T.I. gonna have to come in there with that energy. Because 50 has those records that will knock your behind out of here. If he just playing records, he gonna knock you out of here. But you got to come in there with that energy, Tip. Tip, you got to come in there, T.I. too. Feel me? You might have to get out of, hey, Tip, if this verses go up, let me get you right for this verses, bro. We might not be able to go in there with the hat to the side, Tip. We might have to take it back to the beanie, Tip. The tip with the beanie on the side. We might have to take it back to trap music, Tip, with the tall tee and the dog chain and the one dog chain around your neck. If we're gonna go into this versus, Tip, you might have to lose some pounds too. You might got to get skinny and get back to the skinny, Tip. Like, we might have to do some things for this versus, Tip, to let people know, like, act like you wasn't around at that time when I was really dominating. You know what I'm saying? Like, really tearing up the music for real, dog. Really tearing up the music. Because all I'm saying is this. When it comes down to the southern thing and the northern thing, it gets tough because, bro, we have great artists here, dog. Dog, we have great artists here. The radio, when radio was the thing, if you're from down south, especially from Florida, shout out to 102 Jams, shout out to 95.3, shout out to these, all these stations. If you're in Tampa, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to 95 The Beat, I think that's in Tampa. 98 something in Miami. You know what I mean? Like, these are radio stations that was doing they thug thizzle. You feel me? And they was, at that time, bro, it was nothing but down south. Trina was running the game. Trick was running the game. T.I. was running the game. Luda was running the game. Ross was coming into the game to start to run the game. You know what I'm saying? Wayne killing the game. Like, there's a lot of artists that are eating the game up. Missy Elliott is on fire too at this time. Missy Elliott is killing. Radio, tearing it up. Tearing it up. Tearing it up. And the only dudes that are surviving in that time, because they was able to get in that studio and compete music-wise, hit-wise, was Busta Rhymes. Break Your Neck came through. Oh my God. Break your freaking neck, boy. Here we go. Nah. Give him away. Give him away. Give him away. Yeah, man. Come on, man. Break your neck. Break your neck. Come on. Bang your head until you start to break your neck. Feel me? Busta was on radio, man. Come on, man. Baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it, baby, if you give it to me. Busta was killing radio. Jada, killing radio. Come on, man. K-I-S-S me. I think I need love. We know Jada on the radio. Ja Rule eating the radio. What would I be without my baby? I know the Lord might bring me, but I don't want to go crazy, because every thought needs a lady. Hey, come on, man. Come on, man. Ja Rule stayed on the radio. That's why 50 had to get him out of here. Because, boy, he was not competing with Ja, boy. That's why you got to put respect on these dudes, man. I understand what we created over time, but it still has to be respect there for these dudes, man. Because, dog, you was not on the radio. If you're from up north, dog, you're an artist from up north, it was hard for you to get on that radio. Ja was eating it up. You're not. You're not. And these are the facts I be trying to spit. I was there, bro. I was a radio fiend, dog. I was on the radio. I listened to the radio every day. So at the time, like I said, if you from up north, dog, and you are an artist trying to get a hit record on the radio, we're not talking about just putting out mixtapes and stuff that the people from around the way know you for. We talking about reaching out to the world, trying to put a hit record out. Ja Rule had that on smash. You're not. You wasn't. Come on, what we gonna do? How you want to do this? What record you want to name? Fab was one of them too. Fab was another one. You're not. You wasn't. You put respect on these dudes, bro. That's why I rock with Fab. Come on, man. Come on, man. Fab with the Lil Mo record. Shout out to Lil Mo. Lil Mo is the queen of hip hop. I love you, Mary J. I love you, Mary J. But let's be real, man. But Lil Mo is the queen of hip hop, bro. Lil Mo has been on the most iconic hip hop record hooks ever. We love Mary J. Blige. We understand as far as soul hip hop sound. That, yeah, I get it. But for real, queen of hip hop, it's my Lil Mo, bro. It's Little Mo for me. The queen of hip hop for me, and hip hop soul has to go to Lil Mo, bro. It has to be, bro. She's on too much. Them hooks are too iconic. Where would I be if it wasn't for you? Hey, I'm so tired of being lonely. Hey, come on. Ooh. Lil Mo, what we talking about, man? Hey, man. And all that she did with Fab. Baby, can I be a woman? Lil Mo, the queen of hip hop, bro. We can't do that. We can't do that, bro. We can't disrespect Lil Mo like that, bro. I'm sorry that I just went so left for what we was on, but I have to do that, bro. I was just having this conversation the other day. I saw Lil Mo. We went to go see Cat Williams a year or two ago in Tampa, and she was there. She came out and did all them hooks. She sung all them hooks. Come on, man. It felt good, man. It felt good, dog. You know what I mean? Shout out to Lil Mo, man. That's the real queen of hip hop for sure. To me, in my eyes. I mean, shout out to Mary J. I think she's just the new queen of soul music. Like, yeah, soul. But like, we talking about hip hop. Nobody was there more than Lil Mo, man. Anytime hip hop needed somebody, Lil Mo answer that phone. You feel me? Anytime, bro. Anytime. I think I could count on one. I could count on 3 fingers how many Mary J. Blige hooks we got that is out there on hot rap records. We got the Ludacris record, the Ludacris record. It's gonna come to me later on too, and that's when I'm gonna be real mad. But her and Ludacris got a record together. Keke Palmer was in that video. And that wasn't even like Runaway Love. Runaway, la, la, la. Runaway, la, la, la. But you can't really, there's not really too many such and such featuring Mary J. Blige as rappers. So I'm saying, like, Lil Mo is the queen of hip hop, bro. Like, let's stop playing. Let's stop playing. She was there. Anytime hip hop needed somebody, Lil Mo phone was always open for the call, and she understood the assignment every time. But where was I at before I went on that little rant? Radio. So radio played an important piece, bro. It played an important piece for whoever was the man at the time. And like I said, Fabulous, Jadakiss, Ja Rule, J2, brush dirt off my shoulders, you gotta get that dirt on my shoulders, and Hard Knock Life, and trying to remember what else I remember hearing on the radio of Jay-Z. Cause Jay to me was more so like the video guy. I saw a lot of Jay stuff, like videos, like 99 Problems. I remember that video. I remember the Big Pimpin' video. I remember excuse me, it's so contagious. I can't that video, I remember that video. Like Jay-Z to me was the video guy. You know what I'm saying? Hence why he's so popular and so famous because you seen him and heard him. You feel me? Like he played into that realm versus just radio. Like I remember when So Sick came out and that song just was eating up the radio. Neo first hit. So sick of love songs. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like then the video came out. It was like, oh, that's Neo. You know what I'm saying? Jay was like that dude that would drop the video and the song at the same time. He kind of like invented that a little bit. And that's a great way to go around radio too. Shoot, if radio ain't finna play my music, I'ma just drop the songs on the video channels with the song. And so, like I said, a lot of moments that was tied to Jay for me was through videos. I used to see a lot of Jay videos. Like I said, I remember watching him Dirt Off My Shoulder video, him going into Hot 97, taking over Hot 97, at the end, shutting the lights off in New York. Allow me to reintroduce myself. They call me, oh, got the hottest chick in the game, wearing my chain. And you see B in the video, like, Jay-Z was the video dude. You dig what I'm saying? I remember the hits through the videos. The guys I remember on the radio all the time, Fabulous, Jadakiss, Ja Rule, and Fat Joe. Fat Joe was on the radio. That what's love got to do? Got to do with it, be what's love? It could be about us. It could be about trust. That record right there, staying on the radio. If you down south, that record stayed on the radio, man. It stayed on the radio. It felt like, especially if you're from Florida, it felt like Florida. It felt good. What's like Ashanti just was angelic on the hook. You know what I'm saying? The production was so islandy. You know what I'm saying? Like you felt like you was in Florida already. You know what I mean? And but those were the guys that existed on radio. 50 was on radio. Wankster was a big record on radio. Of course, In the Club, big record on radio. Hate It or Love It was a big record on radio too. Not Hate It or Love It, but da, 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 this is how I do. This is how we do. We act a moving, act a fool, like we up in the club. Big record on radio. So these were the guys, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, 50 had to knock Ja out of the way in order to exist on radio. Cause bro, you wasn't winning, bro. Ja was eating alive because he was making musical rap songs you could play for your mama. You know what I'm saying? Like if your mama walked in on the room and you playing Ja Rule, you wouldn't feel bad because she probably playing Ja Rule. Shout out to my best friend Aunt Boss. I just had this conversation in the studio the other day. My best friend Boss, his grandmother, I don't know if she still has it. I don't know. But for the longest, his grandmother, understand what I'm finna say to you. His grandmother, on the back of her car, on the back of her window, it's in old English letters, it say Ja Rule. On the back, that's her favorite artist. You want to know why? Because he makes musical rap songs. You know, it's like, oh, I don't really like that rap music, but that Ja Rule, I like Ja Rule, man. I can listen to him. I can listen. His songs is good, man. His songs is good. Yeah. You can't compete with that guy. You got to beef with him and diss him and get him out of the way. 50 had to do what he had to do with Ja because he was a big threat. A big threat. Don't get it twisted. That's why we got to put a lot of respect on his name. Ja was that dude, bro. Ja was that dude. Like, don't get it twisted ever. For sure. So let's make it happen. Swiss, I don't know if it's the money. Y'all, we're trying to get the bag ain't big enough for this. What we got to do to get this on the way? I would love to see this versus go. I would love to see it go down. I think at this point, it'll be tricky because a lot of stuff is coming out. It's a lot of emotions that are being tied to it now, more and more as the days go by. So I do believe if there was a versus, it'll be emotional as far as in energy. And the wrong thing said can go left. And so I do believe, excuse me, I do believe if it happens at this point, man, let's go back to the old school way. 50 over here in wherever area of the world he at, and T.I. over here in wherever world he at. And we just go live and do the verses like that because it's too much going on at this point. If there was to be a verses, to bring it in one room and because I'm telling you, something's gonna get said and it's not gonna go the way that we think it's gonna go. But I do believe, like I said, go back and watch the part one. YouTube jacked me up, man. I don't know. But I do believe that T.I. is trying to prove a point as far as in that separation of the respect barrier as far as in the artists in the South and where the up north artists, not the masses, I believe, because there's people all the time from New York that always tell me, bro, we love this artist, or we love this artist, or we love Wayne, we love these people. Yo, I'm not saying that the people that live there do not love them, but it's the ones that hold the key to the door. You know what I'm saying? It's that gatekeeper talk. You feel me? Like if you're not impressing them, it's not impressive. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. And so for the longest, that's where it's been. I mean, I had the rants about Ebro. You know what I'm saying? You see, go back and watch the first time the Migos are on Hot 97. Go back and watch the first time Ray Shrimmer is on Hot 97. Go back and watch the first time Kodak Black or any of these artists that are from down south that are the dudes now that ran the game longer than any of those dudes did. Go back and watch how they was treated. Go back and just watch it. Go back and watch it. You will see why T.I. has the energy he has for the gatekeeping, not the people, not the people that wake up and live in New York every day, but for the ones that hold the keys to the gate, as far as in the acceptance. Yeah, there's a big stigma as far as in what's being accepted and what's being greenlit as far as in we rock with that. And Tip is trying to basically low key put a veil over on that. It's like, yo, that's been going on too long secretly. Let's unveil this and so we can talk about it and hopefully get to a point where either we can prove it and move on for what we just proved, or we can just unveil it and let the world know that this is an issue. And we'll decide on when we want to resolve it whenever. But trust me, it is an issue. Like I said, publicly and uh iconically and historically, it's been the East Coast versus the West Coast. But silently, it's been the South versus the North for a long time, bro. Like I said, bro, they booed Andre 3000 and Big Boy as best new artists. They booed them. Booed them, booed them, booed them, booed them, booed them, booed them, booed them. They wasn't in Atlanta. They was in New York City. They booed them. They booed him. And so, Dre don't really like to talk about it. He's like, man, I really don't remember that moment. He always had that sentiment to it. And it's like, bro, you remember that, bro. You can talk about it, bro. Be vocal on it, man. How it made you feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now look at you now, man. You that guy. They gotta respect you now. You know what I'm saying? They have to respect you now. Because gatekeeping is tricky, man. When you're the gatekeeper, you got to kind of watch what you allow in because you don't know what will become the norm. Andre came in and became the norm. Artists started looking like the music. When it's time for a rollout, perfect example, Tyler the Creator. If Tyler the Creator rollout is this guy with a mask on, guess what? For the whole year, every time you see him, he's going to be in the green suit, looking like the guy with the mask on at every public event. That's the rollout. Shout out to Andre 3000. Prototype. When Prototype came out and he had that blind wig, every award show he was at that year, he had that blind wig on. That's how you sell the music. That's how you sell it. Hey, y'all came out. Guess what? I've got a perm that whole year to sell the music. Andre 3000 did that. Shout out to The Weeknd. When The Weeknd went on that run with when he was wearing the red suit, the bandages, that's Andre 3000. Shout out to Andre 3000. Young Thug, when he goes and does the Jeffrey album cover with the dress, all of this stuff that's Andre 3000. Y'all never seen the Players Anthem music video? Andre 3000 is wearing a kilt in the video. Everybody else got on suits. Andre 3000 is wearing a kilt in the video. Fast forward, Young Thug graces the cover of Jeffrey in a dress. Yes. So the South has influence so strong that the people just don't want to publicly say that out loud. That's T.I.'s aggression. That's where I think T.I. is at with it. It's like, yo, stop playing with how long we've been running the game. Stop playing with how much influence all of our artists that have been on top of the game has had over music. Stop playing with that concept. And let's start putting more respect on it. That's what I think T.I. energy is towards these verses. You see what I'm saying? It's that. Because like I said, if you rewind the time, 50's energy is to crush that narrative. No. It's me. It's me. No, I'm the guy. No. Love me. That's 50's narrative. Love me. I can do that better. Why do you love him? I could be more gangster. Why do you love him? I could rap more better. Why do you love him? I could make a better record. So get off the internet, Fifth. You got the records. Let's compete, man. Let's get the people what they want. And let's prove this thing that I think has been the thing for so long, bro. That nobody want to talk about. Nobody want to enter the room and conversate that on. It is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's that. I don't want to spend too much time on that. But it's time to put respect on the South, man. It's time to put respect on the South. I could go on a million ways on what the South did. Shout out to Bone Crusher for being the first drill artist. We always credit Chief Keef. But the first time we heard somebody referencing they were going to kill or shoot somebody other than beat them up was Bone Crusher Never Scared. Hence why he's never scared, because he got it in the trunk. That opened the realm for a guy like Waka Flocka to come in and really take it to another level. Oh, let's do it. Drug dealing music. I influence. Come on, man. He letting you know I'm the influencer of all of this. But the first drill artist is a down south artist named Bone Crusher, who told us that he was outside of the club and you thought he was a punk. So he went to his Chevy and gladly popped the trunk. He told them boys he's never scared. He ain't never scared. And that kind of opened the room for now everybody want to kill everybody. Slowly, it opened the idea up. He didn't say that and then out of the world came Chief Keef. No. He said it, and like I said, from there came other things. Then we grew a guy named Waka Flocka. Then he came and influenced some things, and then it just was. But Bone Crusher was the seed that was planted in the ground to grow the tree that we see today. That's a fact. And that's a who? A down south artist. That's all I'm saying. Let's go to Lil Wayne, a down south artist, who's who's probably one of the most, if not the most influential rap artist of any era. If you look around right now, at the condition of rap music. Lil Wayne is the reason why we're here, which is going to lead me into my next topic. Lil Wayne is the reason why we are here at the he's the reason why you see the artists that we see that are now the new rappers that we are quoting and calling the new rappers. Playboi Carti, Lil Uzi, Travis Scott. He is the reason. He is the reason. If Lil Wayne never made a Up in the Studio, Me and My Drink, if Lil Wayne never made a You Got Money, if Lil Wayne never made a Prom Queen, if Lil Wayne never made these records, we wouldn't have never had these artists. If Lil Wayne never made the Rebirth album, we wouldn't have an artist like Lil Uzi or Trippie Redd that want to come in and experiment with rock and incorporate it with rap and do it on a different level. Yeah, all of that. That little sound. Wayne invented that. Lil Wayne invented that. All of that we hear now, all the little emo turned up to the max artists that be all that's Wayne invented it, bro. Go back and listen to the Rebirth album. That's the rock album. Go back and listen to the record he got with Nicki Minaj. Wow, he doing all that extra stuff. Wayne invented this stuff, bro. He's the most influential, if probably the most influential artist ever, as far as in rap concerns. Dog, like I said, the metro of where Wayne is at right, where music is at right now, Wayne, that is Wayne, bro. Look around. Ken Carson, Playboy, everybody, that is the guy. The Sofagos. See, I always tap into the younger dudes because I want to see who's coming up. I want to see who's next. I want to see what they're bringing in. And all the time, every time, it's always the same thing, right? It's like always the same thing. And now it's that punk rock rapper image. Guess who invented that? Guess who was the influencer for that? Weezy F Baby. And we clown him for when he make tweets like, I guess I got to put in more work. Yes, if I'm Lil Wayne, right? And I'm watching Kendrick Lamar. Get the verses. Let's get a beef out of let's really listen to what I'm saying. At this point, I'm gonna let it do what it's doing because I don't give a damn. Let's get the verses out of my let's get a battle or beef battle out of your head, right? And just listen to the real talkness of what I'm finna say, right? If I'm Lil Wayne, who was arguably responsible for the saving of hip hop, let's be real. At a time, rap was dying. Rap was, and where rap is at right now, shout out to Lil Wayne, because rap was dead. Jay was retiring. Nas wasn't making no albums. Nobody was forefronting for rap. It was getting to the musical aspect of it. People just wanted to make hit records. Was nobody rapping. Nobody rapping. That was going away. If I'm Wayne, and at that time, I'm saving rap, I'm the reason why rap doesn't die, and I get no awards. I don't get no rap album of the year every year. I don't get none of that every year. I got to watch this dude who y'all are saying is a savior of rap, everything that I was in real time. In real time, I'm watching y'all give all of that to him while he's having his run. I had to get all of this after my run. Lil Wayne just got accepted in the Hall of Fame for something. I just had to get that later on in my run. I'm watching Kendrick Lamar while he's having his run get all these Grammys for being the best rapper. Me, I am the best rapper. What do I call myself? The best rapper alive. Because I am that. He is that. I did that. Yes, I'm highly upset by watching everybody run and piggyback this dude anytime he get in the booth, make an album. It looks like that. Granted, he makes great music. We're never taking away that. We're just talking about what it looks like. So when Wayne say I gotta work harder, I guess I gotta work some more. I guess I gotta do more work. It's like, what else do I gotta do? Y'all remember Gladiator? Y'all ever seen the movie Gladiator? Well, my boy said, are you not entertained? What else do I have to do? I done did it. I done put in the work. I done did the 75 features, plus more, plus still. What else do I have to do? Lil Russell on interviews talking about Wayne ain't never rapped about nothing. Boy, stop. You got rappers that are dedicated to just political standpoints who are just going to rap just that. And then you got rappers who are chameleons and who could just stand in any arena. One day I could wake up and be mad about this going on in the world and make a Brenda's Got a Baby. Or the next minute I can make a party record. Or the next minute I can do this. Or the next minute I can do that. That's like saying I never learned nothing from Tupac. Like, artists, you have some artists that agenda is just that, being for the people. Tribe Called Quest, Mos Def, them dudes right there, they're gonna be more retrospective and conversation pieces when they rap because that's where they want to live at. Feel me? Then you got other artists who are like, yo, if I want to be a bigger artist in front of the world, there are things that I can't speak on to protect my career for the world. What I look like coming in there talking about this when my fans in Korea don't give a damn about that. It don't make not speaking on it right or wrong. Understand this is the standpoint and the views of the artist who is trying to gain worldly success, international success. You see what I'm saying? And so it gets tricky on what do we want to talk about. But Wayne has those records. Shooter with Robin Thicke. He has the record with on the Prefix mixtape when he's rapping over presidential and he's addressing George Bush for the first time. He has the record about the Michael Phelps record when he's not cussing at all. One of my favorite records from Wayne, when he doesn't cuss, spitting straight bars. I can go on and on and on and on and on about records Wayne have and records he done been on. Shout out to the Wyclef record. I'ma tell you, like Wu told me, cash rules everything around me, singing dollar dollar bill, y'all. That was a Message record. And that featured who? Lil Wayne. When he was eating, Lil Wayne was, boy, on fire. My dog was the candle, nigga. So we got to be more like, we got to make more sense with what we saying when it comes down to these things, dog. You see what I'm saying? Because it really do not make sense at all. A lot of it. Shout out to Wayne, man. Wayne, you don't got to do no more work. We love you. I love you. And I don't play about Wayne, bro. So we're not finna disrespect the GOATs. That's what we got to start doing. We got to start disrespecting GOATs. Because Wayne was number 2 on that list for the longest. And more as the years go on, more and more as more podcasters or more people got something to say about Wayne, he gets less and less and less on that. He gets lower and lower and lower on that list. And it's like, no. Don't you ever forget, I rap better than everybody on this list. Don't you ever forget that. I wouldn't care what somebody feel or think or says about my personal life. Don't ever forget that I can go back to the studio and still rap better than everybody on this list. Let's not let's not act like he didn't give us the Seeing Green verse. Let's not act like he didn't give us the whole the God Did verse. Let's not act like he didn't do the verse on Corday record. Let's not act like he didn't do the verse on Rod 49 record. Like, let's not act like Wayne won't go back in that booth and put that Superman cape on and do what he does for real. Like, we gotta stop. We might not agree with his tactics and what he had personally in his brain, but when it comes down to this pen, when it comes down to that rap and having to pop out and show niggas, Wayne to do that still. So we just stop with the disrespect, bro. That ain't even a fan. That's just from the outside looking in. If you got ears and eyes, see what I'm saying? Just leave it alone. Well, I'm gonna talk to you. If you ain't had nothing nice to say, don't say it at all, honey. Leave it alone. For real. So that's that on that. I ain't really want to bring too much into that because it's just what it is. But I did want to end the live with the Michael B. Jordan situation. I'm gonna say this about the Michael B. Jordan situation. So if y'all don't know, Michael B. and Delroy was in London, I believe, over the weekend. What's the word? They was announcing an award, like giving an award away. And in the midst of their reading the prompter, there was a guy in the audience with Tourette's who yelled out nigga. And now the controversy behind it is now Buddy is going to tabloids, he's going to media saying that he basically was he's Tourette's, and to basically excuse him for having Tourette's, and that you shouldn't be all the way mad because I have Tourette's, right? The problem with that for me is don't piss on my face and tell me it was raining. See what I'm saying? Like, dog, don't piss in my face and tell me it was raining. See what I'm saying? Like, that's what that is. You got the nerve to use a real condition now, a real severe condition, and say, hey, my personal beliefs or whoever I'm around, because trust me, there are people around him that say nigga. So much so that that's probably how they describe black people. You seen that nigger on TV today? That nigger. You have to know that word is identifying the black people. So much so that when these two black guys come up in front of you, you that have Tourette's have an episode and you yell out, nigga. Tourette's is a glitch in the body. Nothing in Tourette's no symptom in Tourette's says nigga in it. Now, do you yell out things? Do you blurt out? Of course. Of course. But there is no DNA in Tourette's that when a black person get in front of you and you have an episode, you just go, nigga. Nah. Like I said, don't piss in my face and tell me it's raining. You see what I'm saying? Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Because as much as I sympathize with the fact that this man has Tourette's, and we should not play with that, We should not clown that. We should be very gracious, and we should lead into that with caution. Feel what I'm saying? But what we ain't gonna do is play with that as far as in using it as an excuse for radicalness. We ain't using that as an excuse. Cause you could have just and that been that. The thing you yell out was nigga. You can't blame that on Tourette's. You can't blame your choice of wording on Tourette's. You feel me? Like that's basically what I'm getting to. Having Tourette's is one thing. Having the outburst is one thing. The choice of wording or the choice of thing to say, that doesn't come from Tourette's. Tourette's is not in your body. Like, yeah, when you have that outburst, say nigga. That's the issue. That's the issue. Now, if we're going to say, hey, he had Tourette's, he had Tourette's. We don't have no problem with that. But again, don't say, oh, the reason why I said what I said is because I have Tourette's. What? Because at the end of the day, that answer doesn't mean that you care about my well-being as a black man. You're basically saying that for if you want to get back into those rooms, you can be able to get back into those rooms with no problem. Playing the sympathetic card, making people feel bad if they have to exclude you from these things. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we can't have Peter here no more because you know what he did last time. But come on, Reese. You know Peter has Tourette's. I get it, but he can't come. It's that thing, you know. Who wants to tell the guy that has Tourette's he can't come because he has Tourette's? You know what I mean? So they use I have Tourette's as an excuse for a choice of wording. So that's it on that. I don't want to go into too much in that because, like I said, Tourette's is a real thing. But I just wanted to end the live on Tourette's is not a decision maker. It is a condition that comes out sporadically. You don't know when it'll happen, and it'll happen. But it's not a spirit in you that is telling you to do certain stuff when you have it. That's all I'm saying. People around you have to hold themselves responsible. Your caretaker, or whoever is responsible for your day-to-day safety, have to hold themselves responsible because you done heard that word before. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm getting to. That's that, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. And man, this cat is funny down here, man. He ain't. I must have made him feel bad or something. G's up. What's happening? G's up. G's up. Bro said, bro, who are you talking to? You. You commented on my thing and asked me who I'm talking to. It's obviously you who I'm talking to. If you commented and listening. That's funny, man. That's funny. But yeah, moral of the story is Tourette's is not a condition that when you have it, you're going to yell out nigga. You're going to yell out things, you yell out stuff, but it's a choice of wording. He could have said anything. Y'all remember Real Life? MTV used to do Real Life. And they used to always highlight people with Tourette's or people with bipolar or people with like real deal conditions. And it was interesting show to watch because a lot of times you as an individual probably never encountered anybody with Tourette's or seen somebody with bipolar or been around that person. Or you probably have been around a person with bipolar, you just don't know that that's what they have. And so Real Life kind of introduced these things to us as audience watchers, and it was like, oh, oh, my cousin be acting like that. That nigga might got bipolar. But you know what I'm saying? And so, but I remember an episode where this girl was doing her nails and the grandmother she had Tourette's. And the grandmother was like, I think the grandmother was doing the nails. And she just was cussing that grandmama out, man. She was doing the nails. She'd have an episode. Fuck you. I'm like, oh my God. Jeez. And I'm like, dang. But I say all that to say, she ain't calling no cracker. You feel me? Like, that didn't bust out her mouth. You feel me? Like, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't teach you to say these things, bro. It doesn't teach you to say these things. Poor thing for him, somebody has taught him that word is established with these type of people. That's what this is all boiling down to. It's sad for him to go through this because he's right. I got Tourette's. How are you mad at me? I have Tourette's. I can't help my outbursts. You're right. But you do have a brain to not say what you meaning this. When you have an outburst, do you say nigga every time you have an outburst? Now, if nigga is your word, you say every time you have an outburst, maybe we can, okay, maybe that's a thing for him. But if the only time you say that is when two black guys was in front of you, that's an issue. No matter what Tourette's you have, that is a problem. In a room full of people on a public network. That was embarrassing. That was equivalent to the Chris Rock slap. Maybe even worse. But that was equivalent to the Chris Rock slap. I'm at an award show. In the midst of an award show, somebody yells out nigga to me. And I have to keep my composure. Delroy almost lost it. Y'all seen Delroy? Delroy was like, and he had to remember he was at an award show. Like, Delroy lost it. It was a beautiful moment, man. Delroy was all of us in that moment, man, for sure. All I'm saying is, man, we have to be responsible for our actions. It doesn't matter, man. Don't piss in my face and tell me it's raining. No. It don't taste like no rain. You feel me? That's all I'm saying, man. We got to be more responsible for our actions. That's it. That's it. That is it. Don't be in front of me talking about no, I got Tourette's. Cool, you might do got Tourette's, but dog, you don't have to call me no N-word with your Tourette's. Well, that ain't what we doing. So that's it. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say on that. We do sympathize with anybody that has Tourette's that's going through that. That is a real thing. So we do not want to be unsympathetic to that. You know what I'm saying? We want to show that some concern. We want to show that love. We want to show that grace for that and for people that are dealing with that. But like I said, Tourette's, nothing in Tourette's comes with that. You feel me? As far as in saying that word, like that's a choice. So, yeah. I think it also too, right? Privilege is still a thing, and it's not about white privilege. It ain't about what kind of privilege. It's just privilege in general. Being privileged, because you can be privileged in classism, in just status. You see what I'm saying? And so it's not just a white or black thing. It's just privilege in general. Being able to be privileged, and so sometimes when you feel like you are privileged, you will act out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That was a privileged move from a guy who's probably privileged from one, the condition he has, for two, the skin color he is. Like, he's pretty privileged. Like, there's nothing he has to deal with as far as with consequences. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he walks through the door and walks through life with no consequences. So this is probably the most he probably had to defend himself about You know what I mean? And it's like, come on, I got the rags. Why are you guys attacking me? Stop. You know? And it's like, all right, cool. We sympathize with that, but watch your fucking mouth, man. We sympathize with you having Tourette's. We're not on that. But watch your mouth. That's it. I love y'all, man. Hey, I don't know, man. Should I do it? Should I end the stream with some new vibes? Been in the studio, man. I've been in the studio going hard, and I got some records, boy. Ooh, I got some records. Man, boy. It's gonna be a long summer. It's gonna be a great summer. It's gonna be a long summer. But I got records. I got stuff that I'm ready to put out right now. But we're just gonna chill. We're gonna chill. We're just gonna wait and see what happens. But I want to play some vibes for y'all so bad right now. So bad. But I'm gonna wait on it. Ooh, wait on it. I'm gonna wait on it. And bless y'all. Maybe Sunday, I'm gonna bless y'all with some vibes. But just know the boys in the studio and the music is sounding oh so lovely. Just know. For sure. But I love y'all, man. Listen, Fat Ham is going live in March. We open March the 4th. And it closed on the 29th. So from March 4th through the 29th, pick your day, pick your date. Wednesday through Sunday are the days during that time that we'll be doing shows on. So during that time, pick whatever day that you want to come out and see the show. Some days we'll be doing 2 shows, of course, Sundays, and I believe Saturdays are matinee shows. So those are always good. Come on out, catch a show, go straight to the house. You ain't got to worry about beating traffic or going to sleep on the road. You know what I mean? You can get home at a decent time. So y'all come on out. Fat Ham. Pulitzer Prize Award winning production. For those of you that don't know what a Pulitzer is, it's an award that is given to you by a group of people who just read your play. If you're a playwright, it's given to the playwright, whoever the person that writes the play. And they give it to you just based off of what they read. They don't see the play. They don't know who's playing what character, how the play looks. They just off of what they see in the writing, and that is just an award to highlight great writing. And so this is my second Pulitzer award-winning script or production that I was a part of. My first one was Fences. This is my second one, so I'm very proud to be a part of this. Very honored, very blessed. So come on out, man. Y'all come out. It's a cookout. Got good food, good ribs, good mac and cheese, good cornbread. You know what I mean? Y'all come on out to the cookout, man, at the Margin at the Orlando Shakespeare Theater. And it's going to be a beautiful time. It's going to be a beautiful time. We'll see y'all on March 4th. So I got that going on. Like I said, I'm in the studio. Be hitting y'all with more details about when things are going to be dropping soon. But I am in the studio actively. Believe that. And so, yeah. I love y'all, man. Happy birthday again to my pops. You getting old, young man. And we out of here, man. I'll see y'all next week, all right? But I had to get on, man, because y'all playing too much, man. The South got something to say, and we saying it.